what I want you to get from this video. What I want you to think about is what kind of information is out there about you already. What kind of information is out there about you already, and where do you lose information? So if we're talking about security and privacy, to maintain your own security, you might need to have more privacy for yourself. And where do you lose information? Where do you give information up? So what kind of information is out there already about you, and where do you lose information? Where do you give information up? For instance, here's information that's out there about me. On YouTube, I decided that, hey, it'd be interesting just to make a ton of videos, which is cool. I like making videos. And so I went through a phase where I was making videos about everything, and I was traveling, and at that time I was single, so I had a lot of free time, and so I just got a whole bunch of videos about myself. So that was something I elected to do, to share videos. And then for work, I put videos out there. So I have another account, and here are all these work videos, and hundreds of thousands of people have watched all of my videos. So that's one place I lose information. I've chosen to share info about myself, like on YouTube. Another place where I lose information or share information about myself is on Facebook, which we all do, right? And so this entire timeline thing, where you could go back and I could see what's in my life, and if I have my privacy settings set open to the world, anybody could see it. Or if I have them set just for myself and my friends, and only those people can see it. However, Facebook also has this information, and if you look at their privacy policy says basically we could do what we like with their information, with your information, and we already reviewed that. Here's one interesting image which I shared a while ago I saw, which I thought was kind of interesting. The nation has been modified from its original version. It's been edited for commerce and formatted to fit this plutocracy. It's kind of funny. Where else? What else? Well, if I just go to Google and I search for my name, right, images about me come up. That's connected with me. That's connected with me. There's also a singer called Todd McLeod, so he's out there somewhere in the world, LA actually, singing. But then, of course, there are images of me, so, right, searching for ourselves, finding information about ourselves. And then whatever other information is out there about me is, that stuff is out there. All right, so that's, then there's also public records. And so, if we research Fresno County public records, right, for marriage or divorce or whatever, you could go and you could search. The government has records which are public, and you could search those. And so you could go right to the government and search each individual one, like court records or marriage, death, divorce records, things like that. You could go right to the government and search for those and then read about people. Or there are websites that collect all of this open public information, and information that they get from wherever they get it. They collect it and then they sell it. So, I don't know, just randomly, if we were to search for Joe Smith, Los Angeles, right? I'm just making a name up, because there's probably a Joe Smith in Los Angeles. And then search. There's Jeremy Smith. Good enough, right? But here we've got other names he's gone by, quite a few actually, places he's lived, where he's worked, where he's studied, who he's related to, his date of birth, his phone number, his address. So we could buy all this information if we wanted to do that. And as a matter of fact, let's just look to see what else. They also give other information here. So we could also get address history, property, criminal check, bankruptcy, liens, judgments, aliases, lawsuits, neighbors, death records, marriage and divorce. So we could get all those records too on that person if we wanted to buy it, if they have those records, right? But there's a couple of there's a lot of sites out there that gather all this information and then do that. White Pages being one of them. And then there's also free public records. So you could search here for free public records on people, this website, public records search systems. And then, criminal searches, right? Same thing. And then there's like Glassdoor, which is another thing where people might post on you anonymously. You could come in here and you could search for like employers, like I could search for Fresno City College, and I could see anonymous postings, right? What people think about this company. Or like here's UPS, You know, it's got a little over 3 stars to work there. And so you could go and you could read about what people have anonymously posted about UPS, or I could compare that to FedEx, right? So 3 stars there, and how much at FedEx? Overview, and about the same there. I don't know if that's just that. That's no, yeah, 365 ratings. So 78% approve of the CEO. But a lot of times, people who are disgruntled will come and post. So that's just like some interesting stuff. There's information out there, and if you search for yourself, you can start to find that information, or search for anybody. And the question you got to ask yourself is, what information do you want to share? And so posting to Facebook, posting to YouTube, just be conscious of what you post and what you put out there. Giving information to companies, right? Like address when we buy things and phone number, that pretty much just happens anyhow. So in many ways, a lot of the information that we have out there about ourselves just naturally occurs in the course of our lives, buying things online, or, right, all the different public records, marriage, divorce, birth, whatever public records are out there, court records, criminal histories, things like that. All that stuff, a lot of it is accessible. So there's just a lot of information out there about all of us, and it's just something to bring awareness to, like, what information do you share? What information do you share? So make sure that you're not sharing anything that could come back and haunt you, right? Um, I'm just checking here. Social networking posts, right? Will the winds of politics blow such a way again to persecute people like you? So just be careful with what you post, because it could impact your future job opportunities, and also, potentially, if the political winds change, it could have interesting ramifications. But all right, that's it. Be careful with what you post online.